Why do some people seem to slow down and fade as they age, while others bloom, glowing with vitality even past 100? It's not just about luck or a rare genetic gift. The real secret lies in the everyday decisions we make, the small, meaningful choices that shape a life of strength, clarity, and joy. In this video, we're unveiling 5 life-changing lessons, backed by real stories and timeless wisdom. Watch until the end to discover how these truths can transform your future and help you live not just longer, but better. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video. For you, now let's get started. 1. Stay curious. Never stop learning. The pursuit of knowledge and the spark of curiosity are timeless forces that keep us vibrant, engaged, and truly alive, no matter our age. Have you ever encountered someone in their 90s whose eyes still light up when they talk about their passions? Picture a person in their golden years eagerly diving into a new hobby, mastering a skill, or exploring uncharted corners of the world with the enthusiasm of a child. This isn't just a charming quirk. It's a powerful testament to the connection between lifelong learning and vitality. When we stop seeking knowledge, we risk stagnating, and it's as though we allow the hands of time to move faster. But a mind that remains active, hungry for understanding, has the remarkable ability to keep the body youthful and the spirit resilient. Consider historical figures like Benjamin Franklin, whose insatiable curiosity defined his life well into his later years. At the age of 70, long after most would have settled into retirement, Franklin was still conducting groundbreaking experiments with electricity, unraveling the mysteries of lightning and inventing the lightning rod. His relentless quest for discovery didn't just shape history, it kept him sharp, purposeful, and deeply connected to the world around him. Or take a more modern example, Nola Oakes, a Kansas woman who, at the age of 95, achieved what many might consider impossible. In 2007, she earned her bachelor's degree, studying alongside students decades her junior, and went on to pursue a master's degree. Nola's story isn't just inspiring, it's a reminder that learning has no expiration date. Her determination to grow intellectually fueled her sense of purpose and kept her engaged with life in a profound way. The lesson here is clear. To live a long, meaningful, and vibrant life, we must never stop exploring. Your brain is your most powerful tool for longevity, capable of forging new neural pathways even as you age. Science backs this up. Studies show that engaging in mentally stimulating activities, like reading, solving puzzles, or learning a new language, can delay cognitive decline and enhance overall well-being. But it's not just about formal education or structured learning. It's about fostering a mindset of curiosity. Ask questions about the world around you. Pick up a book on a topic you've never explored. Watch a documentary, attend a lecture, or strike up a conversation with someone whose perspective differs from your own. Each act of discovery, no matter how small, is like adding fuel to the fire of your vitality. Curiosity doesn't just keep you young. It enriches every moment. It transforms routine days into opportunities for wonder and growth. It builds resilience, helping you adapt to life's changes with grace and enthusiasm. Whether you're 25 or 95, the choice to keep learning is a commitment to staying alive in the fullest sense of the word. So embrace the unknown, seek out new ideas, and let curiosity be the heartbeat of a life well lived. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Move like your life depends on it, because it does. One of the most insidious threats to longevity, particularly after the age of 80, is physical inactivity. The moment you allow yourself to become sedentary, your body begins a gradual decline, losing strength, flexibility, and vitality. Inactivity isn't just a passive state, It's an active contributor to deteriorating health, weakening muscles, stiffening joints, and diminishing cardiovascular resilience. The evidence is stark. A lack of movement is linked to a host of age-related ailments, from heart disease to cognitive decline. But here's the empowering truth. Staying active doesn't require extreme feats of athleticism or grueling workouts. Instead, it's about weaving purposeful, joyful movement into the fabric of your daily life in ways that resonate with your passions and preferences. Consider the remarkable example of Jeanne Calment, the longest living woman on record, who lived to the extraordinary age of 122. Her secret wasn't a complex regimen or an unattainable lifestyle. It was simple, consistent movement. Calment rode her bicycle well into her 100s, a testament to the power of staying active in a way that feels natural and fulfilling. Her story isn't an outlier, but a beacon of what's possible when movement becomes a lifelong habit. Similarly, look to the shepherds of Sardinia, a blue zone renowned for its high concentration of centenarians. These individuals walk miles each day, traversing rugged terrain not out of obligation, but as an integral part of their way of life. Their movement is purposeful, connected to their environment, and sustainable over decades. The lesson here is clear. Allowing yourself to succumb to the comfort of the couch is a choice that can rob you of precious years. Sedentary habits don't just slow you down temporarily. They accelerate the aging process, making it harder to regain momentum once lost. But the antidote is equally clear. Find forms of movement that spark joy and make them non-negotiable parts of your routine. This could mean daily walks through a park, dancing to your favorite music, gardening, swimming, or practicing yoga. The key is consistency and enjoyment. Movement should feel like a celebration of what your body can do, not a punishment. The science backs this up. Regular physical activity improves circulation, strengthens bones, boosts mood through endorphin release, and sharpens cognitive function. It's a holistic defense against the ravages of time. Even moderate movement, like brisk walking for 30 hours, minutes a day, can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases and enhance longevity. The beauty of this principle is its accessibility. Movement is available to nearly everyone, regardless of age, fitness level, or resources. 3. Nurture your social circle. Loneliness is a silent epidemic, with consequences far more severe than most realize. It's not just about feeling a bit blue. Chronic isolation can shave years off your life, with studies equating its health impact to smoking a pack of cigarettes daily or living with obesity. Social connection, on the other hand, is a powerful elixir, a cornerstone of longevity and vitality. To thrive, not just survive, you must invest in your relationships with intention, building a robust social network that sustains you through life's highs and lows. Why does this matter so much? Humans are inherently social creatures, wired for connection. Our ancestors survived by banding together, and that evolutionary imprint remains. Social bonds reduce stress, bolster mental health, and even strengthen physical resilience. A landmark 2010 meta-analysis from Brigham Young University, analyzing 148 studies and over 300,000 participants, found that individuals with strong social ties had a 50% higher likelihood of survival over a given period compared to those with weaker connections. The data is clear. Relationships aren't just nice to have, they're life-saving. Consider the real-world examples of those who thrived well into old age. Take George Burns, the comedian who lived to 100, cracking jokes and charming audiences until the end. His secret: he was rarely alone, surrounded by friends, colleagues, and a constant hum of laughter. Burns stayed engaged and energized, or looked to the Okinawans, one of the world's longest living populations. Their secret weapon is the moai, lifelong. Friendship groups formed in childhood. These tight-knit circles provide emotional support, shared purpose, and accountability. Whether it's celebrating joys or navigating hardships, moai aren't just social clubs, they're a lifeline ensuring no one feels isolated or adrift. Contrast this with the fate of those who withdraw. Social isolation doesn't just dim your mood. It accelerates cognitive decline, weakens your immune system, and spikes risks for heart disease and depression. The Harvard study of adult development, tracking lives since 1938, found that the quality of relationships at age 50 was a stronger predictor of health and happiness at 80 than cholesterol levels or income. Loneliness doesn't just hurt, it kills. So how do you build and nurture your social circle? It starts with intention. Relationships don't just happen. They require effort, especially as life gets busy or mobility wanes. Here are practical steps to weave a stronger social fabric. 1. Prioritize quality over quantity. A few deep, meaningful connections trump a Rolodex of acquaintances. Seek people who uplift you, challenge you, and share your values. Invest in those who make time for you. 2. Be proactive. Don't wait for invitations. Reach out. Plan a coffee date, host a game night, or start a book club. Small gestures, like a text to check in or a call to catch up, build momentum. Consistency turns acquaintances into confidants. 3. Diversify your circle. While lifelong friends are gold, new connections bring fresh perspectives. Join a class, volunteer, or attend community events to meet people outside your usual orbit. Cross-generational friendships, like mentoring a younger person or learning from an elder, add richness. 4. Embrace vulnerability. Authentic relationships require openness. Share your fears, dreams, and struggles, not just your highlight reel. Vulnerability fosters trust, turning casual ties into enduring bonds. 5. Leverage technology wisely. For those separated by distance or limited by mobility, tools like video calls, group chats, or even online forums can bridge gaps. But don't let screens replace face-to-face time entirely. Physical presence has a unique power. 6. Give generously. Support others without expecting immediate returns. Listen deeply, celebrate their wins, and show up in tough times. Generosity creates a cycle of goodwill that strengthens your tribe. 7. Stay committed through conflict. No relationship is perfect. Disagreements are inevitable. But walking away shouldn't be the default. Practice forgiveness, communicate openly, and work through tensions. Resilience in relationships mirrors resilience in life. Building a social circle isn't a one-time task. It's a lifelong practice. Life transitions, retirement, relocation, loss can constrain networks, so adaptability is crucial. The payoff is immense. A sense of belonging, shared laughter, and the comfort of knowing you're not alone. Think of your social circle as a garden. Plant seeds, tend it with care, and it will bloom, nourishing you for decades. In a world that often glorifies independence, remember, no one thrives in a vacuum. Your tribe is your strength. Invest in people, stay connected, and watch how your life glows with vitality, no matter your age. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Eat like your future depends on it. The adage, "You are what you eat," takes on profound significance as we age, particularly after crossing the threshold of 80. At this stage, the body becomes increasingly sensitive to the quality of nutrition it receives, and the choices you make at the dining table can either fortify your vitality or hasten your decline. Food is not merely fuel. It is the raw material that rebuilds your cells, sustains your organs, and influences the trajectory of your health. A diet laden with processed junk food, high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives, acts like a slow poison, accelerating inflammation, oxidative stress, and age-related diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Conversely, a nutrient-dense, whole foods-based diet, rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and healthy fats, can bolster your body's resilience, enhance longevity, and preserve mental and physical function well into advanced age. To eat with intention is to invest in a future where you remain active, sharp, and vibrant. Historical and cultural examples underscore the power of purposeful nutrition. Consider the case of Li Qingyuan, a Chinese herbalist who reportedly lived for over 190 years. Though exact records are debated, his longevity was attributed to a disciplined plant-based diet centered around nutrient-rich herbs like ginseng, goji berries, and licorice root, combined with a lifestyle of moderation and balance. While his extreme age may invite skepticism, the principle of his approach aligns with modern science. A diet rooted in natural, unprocessed foods supports cellular repair and systemic health. Similarly, the Mediterranean diet, extensively studied for its association with longer lifespans and lower rates of chronic disease, emphasizes whole grains, legumes, vegetables, fruits, nuts, olive oil, and moderate amounts of fish and wine. Populations in regions like Sardinia, Italy, and Icaria, Greece, part of the so-called blue zones where centenarians thrive, consistently follow diets that prioritize plant-based foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats over processed alternatives. These communities don't diet in the restrictive, fad-driven sense. Instead, they nourish their bodies with purpose, treating food as medicine and a source of vitality. The science behind nutrition's role in aging is equally compelling. As we age, the body's ability to absorb nutrients diminishes, and metabolic processes slow, making it critical to consume foods that maximize nutritional value. For instance, antioxidants found in colorful fruits and vegetables, like blueberries, spinach, and sweet potatoes, combat oxidative stress, a key driver of aging that damages cells and DNA. Omega-3 fatty acids, abundant in fatty fish like salmon, and flax seeds, support brain health and reduce inflammation, potentially lowering the risk of Alzheimer's and cardiovascular disease. Protein, often overlooked in older adults, is vital for maintaining muscle mass and strength. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, can be mitigated with adequate intake of high-quality protein sources like beans, lentils, eggs, or lean meats. Fiber, found in whole grains and produce, supports gut health, which emerging research links to immune function and even mood regulation. Meanwhile, excessive consumption of processed foods disrupts the gut microbiome, spikes blood sugar, and promotes systemic inflammation, all of which erode health over time. Centenarians, as observed, in longevity studies, rarely follow trendy diets or count calories obsessively. Instead, they adhere to a principle of mindful nourishment, eating to sustain life and vitality rather than to indulge in fleeting cravings. This doesn't mean deprivation. Many long-lived individuals enjoy their food deeply, savoring meals as a social and cultural ritual. In Okinawa, Japan, another blue zone, the concept of hara hachibu, eating until you're 80% full, promotes moderation without sacrificing enjoyment. Meals are colorful, varied, and packed with local vegetables, tofu, and small amounts of fish, reflecting a balance that supports both body and soul. To adopt this principle, start by rethinking your relationship with food. Prioritize whole, minimally processed ingredients. Think vibrant salads, hearty soups, and grain bowls over fast food or sugary snacks. Experiment with herbs and spices, which not only enhance flavor, but also deliver potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. Turmeric, garlic, and rosemary are excellent choices. Plan meals with diversity in mind to ensure a broad spectrum of nutrients. If possible, source food locally or grow your herbs and vegetables, connecting more deeply with what you consume. And don't underestimate the power of community. Sharing meals with loved ones can amplify the emotional and psychological benefits of eating well, as social bonds are another hallmark of long-lived cultures. 5. Find purpose, a reason to wake up. At the heart of a long, fulfilling life lies a profound yet simple truth. Purpose is the most powerful elixir for longevity. What's the point of reaching 100 years or beyond if each day feels empty, devoid of meaning or direction? A deep, personal sense of purpose is not just a motivational buzzword. It's a fundamental driver of physical, mental, and emotional vitality. It's the spark that gets you out of bed, the compass that guides your choices, and the fuel that keeps your spirit resilient through life's inevitable challenges. This fifth and final secret to a vibrant, extended life is about finding your why, a reason to live that resonates so deeply it becomes the heartbeat of your existence. Purpose isn't about grand gestures or world-changing ambitions, though it can be for some. It's about identifying what makes your life feel worthwhile, whether that's nurturing your family, mastering a craft, contributing to your community, or simply spreading joy. Studies consistently show that individuals with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. For example, research from the Rush Alzheimer's Disease Center found that people who reported a clear purpose in life were less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease and experienced slower cognitive decline. Another study published in The Lancet revealed that older adults with a sense of purpose had a lower risk of mortality, even when controlling for factors like wealth, education, and physical health. Purpose, it seems, doesn't just enrich your days. It actively fortifies your body and mind against the ravages of time. Consider the story of Fauja Singh, who at the age of 100 was still running marathons. Born in India in 1911, Singh didn't take up running until his late 80s, after the loss of his wife and son left him grappling with grief. What kept him going wasn't just physical fitness, though his athleticism was remarkable. It was his purpose to inspire others, particularly younger generations, to embrace health and resilience. Singh's mission gave him a reason to train, to push his limits, and to show up at races with a smile that radiated determination. His story illustrates a universal truth. Purpose doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. The Japanese concept of ikigai offers another lens through which to understand this secret. Roughly translated as a reason for being, ikigai is about finding the sweet spot where your passions, talents, values, and the world's needs intersect. In Okinawa, one of the world's blue zones, regions known for their high concentration of centenarians, ikigai is a cultural cornerstone. For some, it's tending a garden that feeds their family. For others, it's teaching traditional crafts or simply being a source of wisdom for their community. Okinawans don't chase purpose as a lofty ideal. They live it daily, woven into the fabric of their routines. This quiet dedication to something larger than themselves is a key reason why they not only live longer, but also report high levels of life satisfaction. Purpose can take countless forms, and it doesn't need to be static. For one person, it might be raising children, then later mentoring others or volunteering. For another, it could be a lifelong devotion to art, science, or faith. Take, for instance, the story of Anna Mary Robertson Moses, better known as Grandma Moses. She began painting in her late 70s after a lifetime of farming and raising a family. Her vibrant, nostalgic artworks captured the world's attention, and she continued creating well into her 90s, driven by a newfound purpose to share her vision. At 100, she was still painting, her spirit undimmed, because she had a reason to keep going. Her life underscores that purpose can evolve, and it's never too late to find it. Finding your why isn't always easy, especially in a world that often prioritizes productivity over meaning. It requires introspection and honesty. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? What do I want to contribute to the world, no matter how small? What would I regret not doing? These questions can guide you toward clarity. For some, purpose emerges from connection, being a rock for family or friends. For others, it's about creation, service, or pursuing knowledge. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but the process of seeking purpose is itself life-affirming. It's a journey that invites you to explore your values, passions, and the legacy you want to leave behind. The benefits of purpose extend beyond the abstract. Physiologically, it acts like a shield. It lowers stress by giving you a sense of control and direction, which in turn reduces cortisol levels that can erode your health over time. It fosters resilience, helping you bounce back from setbacks, whether it's a health scare or a personal loss. Purpose also encourages healthier behaviors. When you have a reason to live, you're more likely to eat well, stay active, and nurture relationships. Psychologically, it combats loneliness and depression, significant risk factors for early mortality. In essence, purpose is a holistic force. It aligns your body, mind, and soul toward longevity. If you're unsure where to start, look to those who've walked the path before you. The centenarians of Sardinia, another blue zone, often cite their roles as grandparents or community elders as their purpose. They stay engaged, valued, and active, whether they're sharing stories or tending livestock. Similarly, volunteers who dedicate time to causes they care about often report feeling more fulfilled and energized, no matter their age. Even small acts, writing letters, teaching a skill, or planting trees, can anchor you in something meaningful. The key is consistency and connection to something that lights you up. So there you have it, the 5 wisdoms to not just add years to your life, but life to your years. What have you learned so far? I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below with one thing you've taken away from this video and plan to put into practice in your life. If something in this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more meaningful content. Take good care of yourself, stay curious, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next one.